Good afternoon, boys and girls. It's Dark Wolf. I want to just put a message across to everybody. Stay at home. Do what the government has advised to protect us NHS staff, to protect the key workers, to keep 2 meters apart. We'll all be out of this soon, guys. We hope we all can get back up road and start doing what we all enjoy. The Wolf Riders Club. We're all in it together, guys. Let's look after each other. Take it easy. Now for the video. Guys. Where do we start? Where do we start? Week 2. Week 2 of lockdown. Of the horrible thing that we've got going on. But onto lighter things. I've managed to get this synced, carbed. Well, carb synced. All done. It should fire off first button. Also got some new mounting points now as well for better videos. It should fire straight away. Watch it let me down. There you go, boys and girls. It's managed to get it finished. I'm going to go through competition winner in about a couple of seconds as well. Still got a little blown exhaust. Could be running still a bit too rich, but I'm happy with that. I'll find out when his lockdown's over and we can go back out to the road. But as I was saying, guys, let me go through this list of all the parts that have been fitted. You've got 2 air intake ducts, which I have got coming. There should be 3 today, should be through within a week. R1 infill panels that go on top of the air ducts. They're already here. I'm just waiting for the air ducts because they go on top. 61 to 51mm exhaust adapter, which to cross the bottom of the muffler. You've got the 1055 eye weld on, so I could put the bracket on the bottom. Yeah, I've got 4x pin headlight. To get these headlights to work, what I had to do is I had to convert it from H4 to H7, which meant taking it from one connector to 4 headlights, 2 main beam, 2 high beam. If you look, there's my high beams, low beams. As you can see, all the wiring's done front, which the wiring wasn't the hardest job. There's been blood, sweat and tears that has gone into this. H7 blue headlight bulbs, flush mount indicators front and rear, jet black paint, 1300 tachometer, which I need to change, go through pull the connectors apart and drop the wiring now, because I know it's all working, so I don't have a problem. I did have a problem, right? I still have a problem with it. When it's empty, all the bars are lit. When it's full, the bars are empty. that just baffled me when I wired it up, so I've just left it the same. I haven't changed it. Brand new air filter, Akrapovic, rear muffler, YZF-R1 right, side right. I had to buy them both in separates because when I was looking at them online to buy them as a pair, I'd find one were cracked. It was pointless. It was cheaper to buy them separately than it was to buy them together. Front fairing bracket, which holds the headlights and the front fairing. Left hand panel, which is the same as the right hand panel. The CNC bracket, which holds the registration plate. It's meant to have an LED fitted, but because I've got the RSVR, which comes incorporated with the LED registration light anyway, I didn't have a problem with that, so I just left that off. I'm probably going to use that somewhere else for lighting, because it is a DRL. Double bubble screen, which had to be cut back because when I did eventually fit it, the handlebar rises are higher than what the R1 is. The bike is a lot taller than the R1, even down to an inch. It's taller than them both. Front nose cone, RSVR rear light, which I've already mentioned. The brand new battery. Tank had to be replaced, as I've said before in a previous video. What I had a problem with was this didn't seal. If you look, it still doesn't seal now. What I had a problem with was it wasn't creating a vacuum seal, so when I was pulling on accelerator, emptying the carbs, I put it back on prime, it'd fill the carbs back up, but then 5 minutes start road again, it'd start cutting out, and that's why I had so many problems in my first video, guys. So if you have got a problem with a vacuum, check the rubber on the top first and make sure if you've changed the tank and it was a tank that you had to break into, make sure that it seals properly, because if it doesn't seal properly, you won't better get vacuum pressure to the carb, because to the carbs, because remember this is a carbed bike. You've got coils which have replaced 1 and 4, and then 2 and 3. Carbs 1 does 1 and 4. Carbs 2 does 2 and cylinders 2 and 3. Set of spark plugs. Now I had a problem with spark plugs. Don't buy cheap spark plugs if they are NGK, especially if you're buying them off eBay, because I have found within a week and a half, that one dropped off floor, but after about a week and a half, you'll find that it's hard to start. What I've had to replace them with is iridium plugs, which come out just short of, I think it was just short of £40, which is around $55. I'd stick to iridium because I haven't had a problem with iridium since I've fitted them, even though I haven't taken it out yet, but that's to come. Full oil service. Also, the winner of the sync kit, I want to give big warm welcome and thank you, and the winner is Wolverhampton Spider Guy. Well done, buddy. You win the 4-stage sync kit, including postage. I will get that in the post within the next couple of days. If not now, it'll be posted once we come out of lockdown, once we know what the situation is. But other than that, this one's practically finished now. It's just waiting for them tiny little bits on the front. The reason why I had to change the exhaust is because that's how big the bore is, and there were no reducer in that either. So that's why it was so loud. I got people looking at me as I were passing. I don't mind attention, but not that much. It's just ridiculous. Also, when I start taking it off, it's split, which tells me that the person that was selling this, it tells me it wasn't original. It wasn't cheap, but then again, it's an expense I could have not been paying out for. On to my second question, which brings me to this. This is a Max Pagatti RS50. practically it's going to need a full build from engine upwards. Oh, I forgot to mention the build on that. Where's my book gone? The build on this come to 1182. 1182. Yeah, so well done, Wolverhampton Spider guy. So what we've got, Max Pagani RS50. It's previous race road bike. It was used twice in the Sky Rally in 2001, 2002. The person that sold me the bike told me that all the engine bits were there, but there were a little bearing missing from the clutch release. And instead of going for that, all I'm going to do is all the engine bits I've got from the previous, all the race bits I've got from the previous engine, all bolt straight on. I've already spoke to Aprilia, and all the race bits from that'll fit, even down to the RS50 power valve, which the race bikes did come with, but the 125 road bike didn't. The only problem I've got is I could fit the Aprilia 650 Pegaso engine, which it probably need strengthening on chassis in places, and then I'd need to change the rear swing arm. But the only problem I've got is the rear cog to the rear wheel is on the left hand side, same as all the bikes we have. Well, same, there's the JSXF, that cog is on the left hand side. A lot of people have said to me, why don't I replace it with an RS125 or an RS50 engine? On them two engines, Aprilia have played it smart. To stop people upgrading the engine, they put the cog on the wrong side, on the different side. So the RS125 and the RS250, it's on the right hand side. On this, it's on the left hand side. I can't remember if the RS125 and RS250 come with a double swing arm, because this is single. It was orange. It was there. It was race orange, but I've had to take it back and paint it. I'm gonna ask a question now. What do you think I should do? Should I go down route of full upgrade, or should I go down route of taking it totally back to original? Which the original panels they're just waiting to be lacquered, because they needed they've got flames built into the outside with a yellow race flick. They look nice, they needed touching up and lacquering. But other than that, guys, tell me what you think. Subscribe to my channel. As I say, once we get everything sorted out and we can go back to the road again, I will be doing the NHS, both the NHS thank you runs. I will be doing both them runs. Also, there's a few other runs I'm doing, but they're going to be the biggest ones. If anybody fancies a meet up. Okay, guys. Take it easy, subscribe, ride safe, peace out.